Happy Sunday, guys. Welcome back to Gun of the Week. I got one of my badass builds that I just recently completed. Thanks to Christmas, I had a great excuse to buy a bunch of stuff. Zafree Precision had an amazing sale going on where you bought a complete slide and you got a free Holosun optic. So I said, what a bargain. I had to buy it. So this is today's Gun of the Week, or this week's Gun of the Week, and it is my Glock 45 Glock 19X build. So first and foremost, it's empty, safe, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag. So let's get into it. So starting from the front, well, actually, I guess we'll just start at the slide. But the slide is a Zafree or Zafree Precision. Their complete slide. I love the name. You guys are going to dig the name. You got to take a look at the porting that they have that's integrated into the barrel and the slide, because the name of this is just awesome. I probably would have, I bought it just because of the name of it, but it is the integrated blowhole. Love it. Integrated blowhole system. It's number 2, so they have different options when you go to the website to purchase the different slides, different serrations, different cuts, different porting. This is the blowhole system number 2, just in case that's something that you want. If you want to get yourself a blowhole, there you go. So I chose it with the gold or tin barrel, and again, it does come ported. Very, very nice. The barrel itself has a beautiful crowning on it. You can see it's finished off very, very nice. Crowning just helps. They say it helps with accuracy, so you know nothing as it spins out of the bore. Nothing is touching it last minute to throw it off and affect precision. So supposedly it makes it more accurate. I don't know. I'm not a gunsmith, but it looks cool. Moving back, that's the free Holosun that came with the purchase. It is a Holosun 507C. Excuse me, it's a 407C. 407C. So it does have the solar option on it, and it is just a red dot. The 507 has reticle options, two different reticles, I believe it is, and then the 407 series just has the one dot. And again, you guys have probably heard me say this in the past. I only like the dot. I don't like all the craziness going on. So the 407 is perfect for me, and it's a little bit cheaper than the 507. So I like that. The slide came again with everything. It came with the recoil spring. It came with front sight, rear sight. Got them blacked out. Again, those are all options you can choose to upgrade, but I kept them pretty blank and plain because all I need is a dot. Moving down, what else? Surefire 300U. Again, in my opinion, one of the best lights. I like them. I have an Glock performance trigger inside of this, but I did change the trigger shoe to an Overwatch Precision. A couple of reasons for that. The Glock Precision trigger that comes on it, it is upgraded from the original stock Glock triggers. It sits a little bit further out, it's a little bit thicker, and it is more flat-faced, but the Overwatch Precision is extremely flat-faced. It's hard to say that really fast, and breaks at a true 90 degrees. So I really, really do like that. So barely any play. And that Glock Precision trigger breaks at about 3.5 pounds, just under 4 pounds consistently every time. It springs your finger back forward because of the mechanism of how the Glock Performance trigger operates. I love it. It actually has increased my splits. Don't ask me why. Or maybe it's in my head, but I feel like I can shoot faster because of that positive pressure constantly pushing my finger out. My splits are in the low teens with this trigger. The frame is a Nomad Defense 9X two-tone. Nomad Defense makes aftermarket frames for the Glock pistols, and they are so upgraded. There's so many things about it. It has the flaring here for your index finger and thumb ledge. Get a little bit of a purchase on there if you prescribe to that whole downward pressure to help with mitigating recoil. It is a much thicker polymer than a stock Glock frame, so it feels just solid in your hands. It has a very pronounced beaver tail or dovetail or backstrap or whatever you want to call it, and I do like that. Again, getting a high tang grip. I'm never going to get bit, and it does secure this in my hand, again, to help mitigate recoil, so I definitely love that about the Nomad Defense. They have different backstrap options. They can, small, medium, and large. This one is I think it's aluminum or some metal. It makes it a lot heavier, and then it comes with an integrated magwell. Pretty badass. It is a little bit heavier than a stock Glock frame, and again, I like that. Shooting this is a pleasure. The extra added weight, the blowhole, it really does help mitigate recoil. Is it better than a true compensator, say like the PMM compensators or the Radian compensators? I wouldn't go that far. It does help with recoil, but I do believe that compensators do a little bit of a better job, but we're going to need some scientific research to help back that up, I'm sure. That's about it. I love this gun. It shoots so flat. For those of you who don't know, the 9X, the X series for this, is a Glock 19 size slide with a full Glock 17 length frame. So it's a Glock 19X or a Glock 45, all the same thing. It has the shorter slide with the full size longer frame. I personally really like that. It's the best of both worlds. You can conceal it a little bit easier. It doesn't sit so far down in your pants if you carry inside the waistband, but it is also at the same time harder to conceal. Well, we'll take that out. You wouldn't have a Terran Tactical magwell extension if you're trying to conceal it, but this is a full Glock 17 or 34 or 22 length frame, so it's going to be a lot harder to conceal. But for a duty gun or, shoot 'em up, going to the range, or even competing, this is a fantastic option. They make this in all different models of the Glock. They make it for the 17, they make it for the 19, and then the 19X models or the X frames. So check those dudes out. Nomad Defense, they're freaking badass, and they look fantastic, as you probably have already noticed. All right, but that's it. That is my Glock 45 build. It started its life as a Glock 45, and it has morphed into something else. But I love it. I'll get some footage of shooting it at the range and see if I can maybe catch in slow motion the difference between the porting and maybe one of my comped guns and see if there's a difference. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. See you next week.